Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I'm sitting here looking at our iron supply, and it is not impressive. Not impressive at all. We've got a couple of pretty big drains here. This gear factory is turning out to be a very big drain. But I mean, we're using gears. We're using gears, so they aren't actually needed. It's not like this is a big waste of space or anything. They're actually needed. They are just draining our supply. So between episodes, I went ahead and filled out these 2 additional furnace arrays for iron, and I went and made a lot of miners, and I want to fix this iron situation. At least for now. I mean, there will always be a need for iron. We never have enough iron, but we can go and do something to get it fixed for now. So we will do that by increasing the supply, right? If you have a low supply, you build miners until you have enough. And let's see, that doesn't get that top one, so we need one more there. And we will balance that out because I think we have additional ones coming down here. And we need one more. Okay, so let's get this situated. You are going to come and go into this lane of the balancer, and you're going to come down and go into that lane of the balancer. Ooh, that's ugly. Let's see, can we do something like, oh no, we don't want all that coming on one side of the belt. Let's do something like this. Now this is petty and small and minor, but it's something that's important to me. To not have that little curly Q on the belt. Okay, there we go. That is taken care of. Let's get this belt ran up here. There we go. And now this one. Great, and we are out of regular power poles, but we have medium ones, so we will use the medium ones. That will go there. Let's see, can we get both of those with like... Yeah, there we go. And these should reach across, and they do. All right, so now we have more iron coming in, which will help a lot. So let's get these lines ran down. I don't like that space there. Is it important? Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and just kind of tidy up these lines while we're here. This is actually going to go into that factory. This one right here will go into you. And it's eventually going to go into there, but for right now, it's going to be the steel line. So we're going to do that. And we are going to snip it off right here, so it'll drain out. Okay, so you will come down like that, and you will eventually be our steel line. Okay, we are not using steel right now, so that is not going to drain out. But what we can do is that is a live furnace array. We can snip that there and just send it into here for now, just to get all that stuff drained out. This comes down as well. And this furnace array right here will take care of that. So that one's going to go into there. You are going to come down and go into that one. And you are going to come down and go into this one. But we will let that drain out. Perfect timing. There we go. All right, and that steel line is nice and taken care of, so we can go ahead and do those, and now we can take up the rest of this belt. There we go, and that just looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit tidier, and it also frees up a big area of room in here for whatever we want to do, like a train station or something. I don't know. It'll fit in there now. This is fine. This is good. All these furnaces are being populated now, which is excellent. Now, let's see about adding them to the bus. Let's get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. We have a belt array being made. Let's see. You are eventually going to be the bottom belt. So we can take this out straight. So that will mean you will come down. Whoa, I have done something terrible. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. You will come down and you will come into here. And let's see, that power pole is going to be in the way. And we need another line coming in, which will be you. Okay, so we have one more, we have room for one more iron. That will actually be the top of the bus. So somewhere around here, we're going to finagle it to where you're the top. Let's go ahead and take you down. And maybe about right here, we'll say, okay, yeah, you're the top. You'll go up here. And you will go up there. You will actually be a third line. Now let's go ahead and run this down, and then we will take a look at where the big iron sinks are. Okay, I think this is going to be the very first big iron sink. No probable surprise there. So, let's see. Let's take this off of the second belt. I'll run that one under, and you'll just go straight through. And let's, yeah, you can stay on the first. Nah, let's take you off the second. Or third. So we'll put a splitter there. And this will come up like that. You will go under, and you will go under. And that kind of evens out that drain a little bit, where it's not all coming off of one line. Let's see, we need some research. Let's do oil processing. This one's not a huge drain, so I'm not really concerned about it. Let's see, the second, third, so that will be a full line going, and that will be fine. That one should actually back up, and by the time we really need that to be pumping out a lot of iron, we should have a lot better supply on the line. And we'll go ahead and run this down. And run it back. We're going to have a little bit of draw of iron in those areas, I believe. And this is our next big sink. Let's see, we're only taking from there off the first one, so I think that is going to be the least used line. So that will go into the first one, which is the one that needs the most right now. And we'll go ahead and just take this one off of the second. It doesn't have a really big draw right now, but it will soon enough. All right, let's go, guys. All the way down here. All right, now, are you the one... You are the one that goes to the turrets. And the turrets have a really large draw, but it's not going to be like a permanent one. It's only until... It's going to be the whole hours of boredom punctuated by seconds of sheer terror thing. It's only going to be drawing whenever we need military science packs or... whenever we're refilling the chest. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. And this one, Let's see, did we take off the third one recently? No, we didn't. Oh, that was the third one. So this one, we'll just take it off the second. And we will just see how that works out. All right, I feel a lot better about that. Iron is somewhat balanced now. It'll take it a while to get filled up again, but for now, I think we'll just see. We'll watch it and see where that ends up. I think it is going to end up being good in the long run. All right, another thing I wanted to do is I grabbed some red belt and some red underground belt from the mall. And we have another little problem that is due to a change that I just want to see if we can do anything about it all. And that is the state of these belts. Now, they should be fully producing right now. We should have 3 full yellow belts. We do not, however. You can see there's little holes, little gaps here and there. And that is due to some of the ways that compression changed. Now, you used to could do this. And these underground belts would act as sort of a box. And it would allow this line to be compressed. That was one. And the other thing was, is you see these inserters that are just kind of sitting here holding plates up in the air? They're not doing anything. They're just kind of sitting there. These no longer work due to some of the belt optimizations that were made. I'm hoping it will be addressed in the future, or some other thing will come around. But not having them there is a problem too. You can see these inserters are still just sitting there. And these inserters up here, just sitting here. These are just sitting here. So I don't know. I want to just try something and see. Let's set that to red belt. And that to red belt. Okay, that let these guys pick up a little bit. But it still doesn't really help the problem. Okay, the other thing I wanted to try was just doing kind of the same thing with the undergrounds, but making them red instead of yellow. Okay, they're still just kind of sitting around there, but the belt looks a lot better. I'm not seeing the gaps. And where it was 3 of them sitting around doing nothing, now it's only 2. Okay, and that one just moved. Well, I mean, it looks better. Whether it is better or not, I don't know, maybe just on the last 2? And let's try this one just on the last one. Well, I'm not going to go ahead and say that I solved it or anything, but it definitely looks like the belts are more compressed than they were. I'm sure if we upgraded this to fully... What's going on with this one? Oh, it's just full because it's waiting there for its inserter to drop. It's what it's got in its hand. Yeah, I'm not ready to say that fixed it, but it looks a little better. And I'm a little bit happier with that, I guess. All right, let's see. Let's get flammables, I guess. That'll work. All right, what else do we need to get going this episode? Okay, that is... boy, that's still a big drain. I don't know if I like that. Let's see. We should be able to just... Let's see, the second one's already gone through. Let's just put a balancer there. And see how that's working out. All right, another thing I wanted to address, now that we've got the iron fixed, I want to address the gears. These are not as thick as I would like them to be, and I think there's a couple of things we may be able to do. One is create some of these assembling machines. We can upgrade these. That will certainly help. And it looks to me like the inside is not being used as much, or the inside is being used a lot more than the outside. That makes me think that we might be able to support 3 more of these on that line. So let's just hook those up and see. And we've amped up the iron production, so let's ramp up the gear production. And the reason why I'm thinking about this is we are going to be working more on the maul, and the maul is a huge gear sink. Huge gear sink. So as many gears as we can get made now is going to be a good thing. Let's see, we need science. Let's do turret damage. I don't know, sulfur? Sulfur. We are out of inserters. Let's go ahead and make some more. Great. And let's go ahead and set these to be made into gears. Yeah, this is splitting off weird here. Not sure what that's about. Let's stop it for a while and let them back up for a bit, just so they get kind of full. See if we can cheat the system a little bit. My theory is that we cannot, but we can try and see what happens. Go in the middle there. I don't know we'll be able to take that up much further. So we just need one more pole, like right there. And I just wanted to dedicate those lines just to see if we can support this many machines. And we probably could do better if we took this belt all the way down. There we go. Okay, that is certainly looking better. However, we're getting that problem down here where the inserters cannot insert. So let's see, does that help? Yeah, just having the one on the end, it seems like it helped a little bit. All right, yeah, that is sucking up that whole yellow belt. But since there's a lot bigger draw on it right now, I wonder if that is helping out with these guys at all. Not really. Not really at all. Well, that's fine. It's producing a lot more gears now, and that puts us in a much better spot. I made some lights as well, and it's starting to get dark, and I have not been doing well with lights. So let's go ahead and place some of those down the bus. See, there's some up there. Let's maybe one there. Maybe every 2 poles. Oh yeah, that's much better. And yeah, let's light up the science facility. Oh, we are missing 2 labs. Let's get that taken care of. We need 2 labs and some more lights. Let's put some lights in the mall here while we are standing around. Plastic. We need some plastic. And we just happen to have 2 power poles right here. Right, that should even that out. Let's get some more lights on the bus, and it looks like it goes to here. We've got lights up there. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And the bus down there won't have power, so we just won't have lights down there. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. Not a lot going on in that episode, just a lot of fixing problems, and it looks like this line, yeah, it's looking a ton better. The iron is catching up, and we've got a fullish looking belt of gears. It's looking a lot better. Everything's getting down. Not all of these machines are getting material. It looks like it's stopping about right here. So these last ones on the end were probably extra. But we're filling this up as good as we can with the equipment that we have. All right, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time when we will spend some time fleshing out the mall. Ooh, and this copper is looking a little bit light as well. I wonder what that's about. Guess it's all going to ammunition. All right, thank you. See you next time.